Welcome to Postcard Cabins. Hi, I'm Emily, author of the XERUS Galaxy Saga, and I am here in beautiful Brown County, Indiana, and I am doing a solo writing retreat. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a look into what I'm doing for my solo writing retreat. Now, I emphasize the word solo because I am here alone by myself in this beautiful setting. I'll show more pictures of it in this video, but it is snowy outside, so it's really cozy in here. The space is kind of small, but honestly, I don't need much, so it's going to work out pretty great for me. So I'm here for 5 days, but it's not quite 5 full days. I came last night, which was Sunday. I have all day today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm here until checkout, which is at 11. So I'm trying to make the absolute best use of my time while I'm here. And that looked like using last night as kind of a launching pad. So I got here, it's about 20 minutes from my house, not very far. And there was some snow, so I did have to bring my husband's car because we've got 4-wheel drive in that. But honestly, I probably would have been okay in my car because they did a really good job with the roads. But anyways, I got here, I unloaded, I organized everything in this space, and I think that's really crucial, especially when you're in a small space. Even though it's just me, I want to be able to, move around as I need to. So I try to put things away, and they've got a ton of space that's like left open for that, which is great. So then I went ahead and I made my dinner. This little setup is super cute. I'll show videos of that as well. But I kind of got that out of the way. I spent a little bit of time before that working on a different project, which is not the main focus that I'm here for, which is the third book in my series. It's going to Kickstarter this spring, so I'm trying to have it finished and off to my editor in time for that. But I worked on a short story that I've got for something special that's coming up, and then another novella that I've promised to make Kickstarters. I've still got quite a few chapters to write on that, so that is a lower priority for me, and it's mostly if I've just gotten through my personal word count goal for today, then I will move over and work on that. But anyways, after dinner is when I really buckled down. I am kind of really at the beginning of this book in the sense of writing it, but I'm not at the beginning in the sense of thinking about it. It's been on my mind for, months, probably since I was writing book 2. But Rising from the Galaxy is the culmination of so many different threads, and so it's making it very challenging to make sure that everything is wrapped up. So I brought a whiteboard with me and a lot of different colored pens, and I kind of went to town last night. I can't show you because it'd be spoilers, but I went to town writing down things that I know that need to happen. And then I spent time reading through the brainstorming document that I had. I always do that with series. So if I'm in the middle of book 1 or book 2 and an idea comes to me that I want to see in book 3 or maybe the future books in the series, I will write that down in a brainstorming document. I use Scrivener, so I just have it just kind of transfers to each new version. So I spent majority of the time reading through that last night and ironically reading through the end of my second book and the additional short story, because what happens is that at the end of it, I wanted to jump back into the heads of my characters, especially one specific character, and kind of remember where they left off, because it's so crucial, right? Going into the last story to wrap everything up, everything needs to stay consistent, because in the world it's only been a week or so in between books. And then reading that short story that goes in between the books, it's called Rimbound, and I really wanted to make sure that I got all the little threads that I put in there, because there are a lot of, I wouldn't say they're not necessarily crucial to the plot of book 3, but they will show things that are coming up in book 3, and those things have to be fulfilled in book 3. So I wanted to make sure that that happened. And so once I did that, I hopped in and I started. Now I had a goal for myself last night of writing 4,000 words, and I did not make that goal, but I'm okay with that because I did so much other work, plot work that needed to happen. I ended last night at about 2,000 words for the new book. I wrote more than that, but that's where things ended up. So I'm not mad about it, but it does mean that I will need to make up some of those words today. Speaking of today, that is what we're here for. I am starting day, I'm going to call it day 1 because we'll just call yesterday day 0.5. And I have got my cup of coffee, did some French press. I've done my devotional reading and journaling, and now I'm going to hop into the story. I've got a good solid 3 or 4 hours ahead of me just for this morning. And then I'm going to take a break and go for a walk. I brought my snow boots, so we're good to go. There's a really fun trail I checked out yesterday. I'm going to enjoy some nature. I think my husband's coming out to bring me lunch just to do a little fun break, and then it's back to it. So I love to think that I could get into bed early and get up early, but really what happens is I end up staying up late, and that's where I'm most productive. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight, but we'll see. I am reading, oh, it's so good. I am reading Mistborn, and this is the first time that I've read it, and I am just loving it. It was so hard to put it down last night, so I stayed up later than I should have because I was reading. But hey, that's okay too, because that fills the well. So I'll keep you guys posted on how my progress goes, and eventually at the end of this video, or if I do parts, I'm going to put in some of my tips and suggestions for creating your own solo writing retreat. Because it is different than going with other people. And you have to, I think, be even more mindful because there's going to be some things that will come up that you are not expecting. And we'll talk about that later.